What's up, tech titans and future moguls? Welcome back to Microsoft Sphere, where we break down the biggest moves in the market. Today, we're kicking things off with a bang. Adobe Inc. just dropped some serious fire, reporting a record-breaking third quarter with revenue soaring and their AI game getting stronger than ever. We're talking double-digit growth and AI-influenced ARR hitting over $5 billion. You heard that right. Their Q4 guidance and fiscal 2025 outlook are looking incredibly strong, and we've got all the juicy details on what this means for the future of creative and marketing tech. Get ready to be amazed. But that's not all. The big money is clearly making moves. We're seeing a flurry of institutional investors piling into Adobe Inc. We'll break down exactly which funds, like SCS Capital Management LLC and Woodline Partners LP, are making significant new stakes and increasing their holdings. Plus, we'll dive into the analyst ratings and price targets, with some firms like Royal Bank of Canada adjusting their outlooks. Is Adobe the next big thing, or are there other hidden gems on the horizon? We've got the insider scoop. And the institutional interest doesn't stop there. We're seeing even more major players like Empowered Funds LLC and Nuveen LLC making substantial investments in Adobe Inc. We'll dissect these moves, looking at how these funds are strategically positioning themselves in the software giant. With so many eyes on ADBE, we'll explore the analyst sentiment, from moderate buy ratings to specific price objectives. Stay tuned as we unpack the financial strategies behind these blockbuster investments and what they signal for the market. You do not want to miss this deep dive. We've covered Adobe's incredible performance and the massive influx of institutional investment, but what does it all mean for you? We'll break down the impact and what investors and enthusiasts alike need to know. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button so you don't miss any of our market-shattering updates. Stick around, because the insights we're about to share are game-changing. Adobe crushes Q3 with record revenue and AI dominance. Get ready, because Adobe Inc. isn't just meeting expectations, they're absolutely shattering them. This software giant just announced a record-breaking third quarter, sending shockwaves through the market. We're talking a massive 10% year-over-year revenue surge, hitting an incredible $5.99 billion, with earnings per share soaring to $5.31. This performance is fueled by their booming digital media revenue, which climbed to $4.46 billion, and a staggering $18.59 billion in digital media ARR. But the real game changer: their AI-driven offerings are exploding, with AI-influenced ARR topping $5 billion. This isn't just a number. It's a clear signal that businesses are embracing Adobe's generative AI tools at an unprecedented rate. Adobe also reported a record $2.2 billion in cash flow from operations, showcasing their financial strength. They've been actively repurchasing shares, demonstrating confidence in their own value. Looking ahead, Adobe has set impressive Q4 revenue guidance and even raised their full fiscal 2025 revenue outlook to a remarkable $23.65 billion to $23.7 billion. Despite some analyst concerns about competitive AI models and IP challenges, Adobe's performance proves the enduring demand for their creative and marketing products, especially as AI capabilities accelerate monetization. The market is buzzing, with investors and analysts alike acknowledging Adobe's powerful AI integration and consistent growth. This quarter's results underline Adobe's strategic advantage in the evolving digital landscape, solidifying its position as a leader in creative and marketing solutions. And just when you thought the Adobe story couldn't get more interesting, wait until you see who's doubling down on this tech titan. Plus, we've got a peek at what's next on the market radar. Institutional investors flood into Adobe amid stellar earnings. It's not just Adobe's financial reports that are making headlines. The smart money is making a serious statement. We're seeing a significant influx of institutional investors snapping up shares of Adobe Inc. Nasdaq, ADBE, SCS Capital Management LLC, for example, recently acquired a new stake valued at approximately $912,000, signaling strong conviction in the software company's future. This isn't an isolated event. several other major players have also been actively buying and selling. We're talking about substantial increases in holdings from firms like Siemens Funds Invest GmbH, which boosted its stake by over 250%, and new positions being established by entities such as 1248 Management LLC and Barnes Denig Private Wealth Management LLC. This collective buying activity, with institutional investors now owning a staggering 81.79% of the stock, underscores a widespread belief in Adobe's market position and growth potential. Even with fluctuations in its trading price and varying analyst target prices, from Royal Bank of Canada's $430 to Wells Fargo's updated $470, the underlying trend is clear. Adobe remains a highly sought-after asset. The sheer volume of institutional interest, coupled with Adobe's consistent performance, is creating a robust foundation for the stock. Analysts are closely watching, with a majority maintaining moderate buy ratings, reflecting confidence in the company's strategic direction and AI-driven innovation. But the investment spree doesn't end there. We're uncovering even more major funds making significant plays in Adobe. And stick around, because we're about to reveal which other stocks are catching the eye of Wall Street's top analysts. Woodline Partners leads charge as institutions pour billions into Adobe. The investment frenzy around Adobe Inc. continues to escalate, with Woodline Partners LP now joining the ranks of major institutions, significantly increasing their stake. Woodline Partners LP boosted its position by an impressive 40.2% in the first quarter, acquiring an additional 10,914 shares, bringing their total holdings to a staggering $14,596,000. This move highlights the growing confidence in Adobe's long-term prospects from sophisticated investment firms. This isn't just a trickle, it's a flood. Gamma Investing LLC saw its holdings skyrocket by over 46,000%, now owning nearly 3 million shares worth over $1 billion. Goldman Sachs Group Inc. also significantly increased its stake by 68.3%, while Nuveen LLC made a substantial new investment valued at over $600 million. These massive capital allocations from giants like Amundi and OVERCA Chinese Banking Corp Limited, which collectively own over 81% of Adobe's stock, paint a clear picture. Adobe is a cornerstone for many institutional portfolios. Despite varied analyst ratings, ranging from strong sell from Redburn Atlantic to outperform from Evercore ISI, the sheer scale of these investments suggests a powerful bullish sentiment among those managing the largest sums. This wave of institutional buying, despite some analysts issuing sell ratings, indicates a strong belief in Adobe's fundamental strength and its ability to navigate market complexities, particularly its leadership in digital media and experience solutions. We've seen the big players investing heavily, but what about the smaller, yet strategic moves? We're tracking another key fund making its mark on Adobe. And get ready, because our next story dives into a completely different tech sector that's making serious waves. Empowered Funds joins the Adobe investment wave amidst market analysis. The investment momentum surrounding Adobe Inc. shows no signs of slowing down, with Empowered Funds LLC now significantly expanding its position. In the first quarter, Empowered Funds LLC increased its holdings by 27.7%, adding 4,264 shares and bringing their total investment value to $7,538,000. This strategic move by Empowered Funds LLC underscores the sustained institutional appetite for Adobe's stock. Joining them are other notable investors like Guard Capital Inc., which initiated a new position, and PFG Advisors, which increased its stake by 20.8%. Crane Funds Advisors LLC saw its holdings surge by over 110%, reflecting a strong belief in Adobe's growth trajectory. Financial Counselors Inc. also bolstered its investment by 9.2%. With institutional investors collectively holding approximately 81.79% of Adobe's shares, these consistent inflows highlight a market consensus favoring the software giant. Despite a mixed bag of analyst ratings, with Oppenheimer maintaining an outperform and Melius issuing a sell. The consistent buying from various funds suggests a strong underlying conviction in Adobe's market performance and its robust financial metrics, including a healthy P/E ratio and strong return on equity. The sustained interest from diverse institutional investors, even amidst differing analyst opinions, points to Adobe's resilience and its strategic importance in the digital software market, particularly its digital media and digital experience segments. We've covered the massive investments pouring into Adobe, but what's next on the horizon? We're about to give you a lightning-fast recap of all today's top stories and tell you exactly how to stay ahead of the curve. Don't go anywhere. And that's a wrap on today's market-moving news. Adobe Inc. is absolutely crushing it with record revenues and AI innovation, while a stampede of institutional investors like SCS Capital Management LLC, Woodline Partners LP, Empowered Funds LLC, and Nuveen LLC are piling into ADBE, signaling major confidence. Don't miss out on the next big thing. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, leave us a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms to stay in the loop. We'll see you in the next one.